What's up guys, Luke here from Luke's Points and Miles, and today I have for you most likely my longest video yet. It's a part 6 or 7 in a series of Ask Me Anything, and you guys really surprised me with the response for this one. I'm truly overwhelmed. I was going to pick 10 questions and make the video, and then I thought, if you guys took the time to comment and ask a question, you're going to get a response. We're going to skip most of the intros and get right into it. First question is from Spencer Johnson, a fellow credit card YouTuber and friend of the channel. If you get time, check out Spencer's channel. He's got some great stuff. Spencer wants to know the goals for the channel in 2023. Spencer, that's a great question. I've done around 250 videos so far, and this is the time where I need to make a decision on whether this is going to be a hobby, a business, or whether it's time to find something else to do. This is something I enjoy doing, and I think I'm making progress towards this channel financially making sense. So I recently purchased some new software and some new equipment, and I want to make the videos higher quality and move the channel forward. I will have some special announcements, hopefully in December, but to answer your question, 2023 should be full for the channel, and it will include lots of redemptions, credit card reviews, and hopefully some live streams. Who knows, maybe you and I can do some collaborations in the very near future. Next question is from Brad Groover. Brad asks what I think are some fairly simple redemptions for Capital One miles and Chase UR points. Brad, definitely check out my series called Maximum Value Redemptions, where I give some great examples of not only the difficult ones, but some very simple redemptions as well. Check out the video on using British Airways Avios for American Airlines flights and Virgin Atlantic miles for booking Delta flights. If you can execute those, you're well on your way. Michael Pythium is home-based out of DFW. He likes Delta, but wants some advice on status. Michael, right now my stance on status is I'm not interested in status at all or showing any airline loyalty whatsoever. However, if you like Delta, I would go for the Delta status. This is my reason. Getting lower status with American Airlines at DFW really won't mean anything. You'll be so far down the line because there are so many status holders at DFW. But being at an American hub, there will be much less Delta status holders, so maybe see if that makes sense for you. Dem Worker has a great question. Do you have a limit on the annual fees you're willing to pay? I understand these fees can get out of control, but I'm not sure if I have an overall limit. I personally constantly evaluate my travel habits and my spending, and if you follow the channel, you also know that I have no issue with closing a card that doesn't make sense. That's the problem with travel versus cashback. Travel will constantly vary. Cashback is so much easier to evaluate. Narian Hill wants to know how it feels to transition into a Chase fanboy. Well, to be honest, it feels good. When those big chunks of UR points hit my account, it feels great actually. I'm still Team Amex, but you'll be seeing more Chase content coming in 2023. Jake Andy is a traveler and a longtime Capital One ecosystem guy. He wants to know which program can add the most value to his travel. Jake, if it's between Chase and Amex and you state you like long-haul business class travel, then look no further than the Amex team. I still think the Amex Platinum card is the big daddy of travel cards. They have the most airline partners and the biggest lounge network. Go Team Amex and take a look at all the business MR point earning cards. Business Platinum, Business Gold. But nothing beats the Amex trifecta. Personal Platinum, Personal Gold, and the Blue Business Plus. So For Real wants to know if I think it's a good idea to put $15,000 spend on the Hilton Surpass to get the free night, or if it would be better to use MR point earning cards. Here's my opinion. The only reason to get the Surpass is to put that $15,000 on it. It has great multipliers. Hilton points, in my experience, can be more valuable than most folks think. And if you use that free night at a hotel that costs around $1,000 a night, then you'll be surprised at how well that math works out in your favor. Alex B wants to know if I offer any consultation calls for help with award trips. Alex, my short answer is no. My long answer is if I did, it would cost you more than if you just paid cash for the trip. I kid, but the only way it would make any sense for me is if it was a ridiculous amount of money. Sometimes I'll spend 2.5 hours looking for an award seat for a video and I come up short. I'm not in a position where I can offer up that kind of time to really anything other than my businesses or my family. Jason P wants to know if I have considered doing a video on the Navy Federal More Rewards Amex. Jason, I have a video on that one, and I will say I'm a huge fan of Navy Federal. Anyone who is eligible should check them out and see what all they have to offer. E-Dog is looking for award redemptions. He wants to fly from the Eastern US to Vancouver. E-Dog, my advice would be to check out any type of points and miles blogs, such as Frequent Miler, or stay up to date on my series called Maximum Value Redemptions. Either way, it's a lot of work researching those award flights, but it definitely pays off. Ty Dang wants to know what my first 5 credit cards would be as an 18-year-old starting completely over. Okay, I'll answer this one on the fly. I'm going Chase on this one because at 18, I don't want a bunch of high fees. I'll go Chase Sapphire Preferred, Freedom Flex, Freedom Unlimited, and then I'll go with the Discover Card and the US Bank Cash Plus. That is a wonderful blend of travel benefits and cash back, and at 18 years old, I'm gonna need the cash. Zachary Raper is also interested in points consultations. Sorry, Zach, I can't devote the time to anything like that. Like I said earlier, I'll give myself a huge headache searching for award seats just for videos. I actually don't know anyone that offers those kinds of services, but shoot me an email or a message on socials of what you're actually looking for. NS asks, what transfer partner did I initially discount but now value? Honestly, all of them. For a long time, I didn't understand why I would ever need to transfer points to, say, Aeroplan. But to nail down one program, it's Avianca Life Miles. I would have never thought they could have been so valuable. Jimmy Jams wants to know what my plans are for all the newly acquired Chase Ultimate Rewards points. Well, Jimmy, I have 3 ideas. First one is business class seats to Europe. Couples trip. Second one is all-inclusive Hyatt in Mexico. And my third idea is, Jimmy, who am I kidding? I have tons of ideas. They're going to be great to spend. Cameron Herrera has a question about elite members. A lot of folks do not like the idea, and I can understand that. The idea behind the elite memberships is to give subscribers a chance to support the channel and get a little extra something for it. The memberships are $2.99 a month, but I completely understand why someone would not consider that. Having elite members will help me get started with things like a Las Vegas meetup, a regular live streaming chat. Folks with some skin in the game will participate in things like that, and it might actually help me pay for new software to increase the quality of the content I provide. I don't earn enough money from ad revenue to do this right now. But I do want to stress that the content everyone enjoys for free will not change. I plan to offer the Maximum Value Redemption series to the elite members first, meaning they will have access to the videos a few days earlier than everyone else. It's an experiment, and if it doesn't work out, then I will adjust fire accordingly. But there is a scenario in which I benefit, the elite members get more than $2.99 monthly in value, and everyone else enjoys the same content. But you will not miss out on any of the good stuff. Gregory Luna asks about visiting military bases when I travel overseas. Gregory, I don't have access to any military bases anywhere. I'm not retired, I'm just a regular old veteran. But also, I try to stay away from the sailors. I hear their language is atrocious. Rudy Daniels wants to ask about a video comparing the Amex Platinum and Gold versus using an Amex Delta card and comparing that value. Rudy, I doubt I'll make a video on that as I'm not a fan of airline cards right now. There is no comparison in value as the MR points will win out easily. Mo Joe has the Hilton Aspire card and he's wondering if he should downgrade to the Surpass or the regular Hilton card, but he's worried about not getting the once-in-a-lifetime sign-up bonus for those other cards. Mo Joe, the Aspire card pays for itself. It's one of the most powerful credit cards known to man. Keep it unless you aren't traveling at all. And if you aren't traveling at all, then who cares if you miss a Hilton bonus? Duncan Ward wants a video on my entire credit card collection. You got it, Duncan. December sometime. Leslie535 wants to know the best value award I've booked so far. Okay, Leslie, are we talking about cents per point or actual value? I took my wife and all the kids to Miami for Thanksgiving and my wife's birthday a couple years ago, and that was the most valuable because my wife got to spend that time with all of her children, and it was priceless. Cents per point, I think, was this last flight from JFK to Paris from the Maximum Value Redemption video. Phoenix Fats asked my opinion on the Amex Green Card and the Amex Blue Cash Preferred. I think they're really good cards. The Green Card just got a lot better with the full clear credit, but I have issues with both of them. I have videos on both, and I've also canceled both in the past. Next up, we have Big League Elite member Jeffrey Roberts. Jeffrey wants to know what I think about product changing to the Chase OG Ritz-Carlton card. Jeffrey, if I were to really enter the Marriott ecosystem as my preferred hotel, I would love to move toward that Ritz card. 100%. I think if someone has the opportunity, meaning if they have the Chase card that you can product transfer to, then they should consider that card absolutely. I think it is a much better card than the Brilliant. Big man Nino wants to know how I like the Chase system so far. We'll see, man. I don't see them usurping Amex as the top dog, but I am also very open to it. Bill Irvin is taking his wife to Germany and Italy for 10 days. Big time move, Bill. Much respect. He has the Chase trifecta and an IHG card. He wants suggestions on hotels over there. Bill, I've never been to Germany, but I want to. I've been to Italy a few times, but I've actually never stayed at a hotel. So I'm sorry, I can't help you there. But we'd love to hear about this trip when you actually do it, or when you book it. William Pinker wants to know if the Capital One Saver card is underrated. I think the no annual fee version of that card is severely underrated. A lot of YouTubers have mentioned that the cash back can be converted to miles, but I don't think that information is common for most of their customers. Those miles are super valuable, and that card is great. Ballin has been denied for the Capital One Venture X card 3 times. He'll be under 524 in September. He wants to know if he should continue applying for the Venture X card or if he should garden and start getting Chase cards in September. 3 times? I would not waste my time on Capital One after 3 times. She doesn't want you. I'd chill, maybe look at the Capital One business version of that card if it comes out for everyone soon, but then in September, get on board with Chase. Robert Dorff wants to know if it's worth buying Hilton points. Robert, I buy the maximum Hilton points allowed every year. You can buy them for half a cent each, and you can likely redeem them for twice that. So it might make sense for some. Now, granted, when I did it, one factor was I was going for a Hilton card bonus. I wanted the spend on the card, and I wanted to generate those points. For free nights, I spend mine at the Conrad Fort Lauderdale. Those rooms are normally over $1,000 a night, and South Florida is our favorite quick getaway. Mo Jenks is a big-time Bengals fan, and he watched them bury the Titans just a couple days ago. He's asking about the IHG Continental Ambassador Program and the IHG credit card. Mo, I will be completely honest with you. I don't stay at IHG properties, and I have not done much research on the program or their cards. Sorry. Jason Miller just got his first business card, the Amex Blue Business Plus, and he's asking if there are any issues if he uses it for personal spend. Jason, here's the thing. I get asked this a lot. Unless there are terms and conditions that specifically state this card is only for business purchases, and that's not something that I've ever seen, then no one cares what you buy with your business credit card. Amex cares about those swipe fees, and they care about you paying the balance or your interest. For whatever reason, folks think that a business credit card is somehow attached to the IRS and some kind of business auditor. It's not. Kumar wants to know about the best Hilton redemptions in the Midwest. Kumar, I live in the Midwest, and I don't want to redeem my points here. My strategy would be cheap cash price in the Midwest and redeem the points overseas or South Florida. If you need a cool one though, there is a really nice Waldorf Astoria in Chicago. I'd really like to visit that one. J200 asked if I'm going to get the Hyatt Personal or Hyatt Business Card sometime in 2023. That's a great question, Jay. I would say the Personal wins out, and they're probably both on the possibles list. Mo Janks has heard rumors of the new City Card. Mo, I don't know too much about it, but I'm very interested. I think City is very underrated, and you can make a sweet setup with those thank you points earning cards if there is a premium option. Mr. William Feliciano wants to know how long to wait between Chase applications. He just got the ink cash October 29th. William, I waited just over 30 days. I think it's a safe time period as long as you've already earned the bonus on the first card. Okay guys, this was a long one and I'm hoping I can get it all done in one video. Thank you everyone for watching.